what you would do for steady. When you show your show, don't credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends, but they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it, dog. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you ride it like we ride.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play, Watson to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. To the air yet again, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First carry for Nick Chubb. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
11 MC.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on second down. Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11. Here we go. Get on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards on a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Bengals at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
2 yards on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joseph Osai able to get him for a loss of about 3. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength that kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Third and 2, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
Burrow. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this defense rallies, and they stop them short of the 1st down right near the 24. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars